More about our mother, Kiana Dillon's criminal history. Fox 25's Rebecca Pryor live, digging deeper into the events leading up to the little girl's and questioning what red flags may have gone ignored. Rebecca.
Discovery.
Is this the same address you went to earlier?
Yes, I was. The mother we were looking for earlier is 99.
An officer heard giving a 1099, signaling he knew Dillon was wanted.
I knew she was a little off.
Neighbors also claiming this wasn't the first time police had been called to the house.
The cops said that they just got a call 3 or 4 days ago for a SA at this location, but they didn't believe it to be true.
Today, Baltimore County Police requiring Fox 45 file a formal...
All right, what's up with it, y'all? So look, man, I'm back again with another video, right? And this situation right here is really, really crazy, man. And I'm gonna break everything down to y'all, give y'all a brief synopsis before y'all move forward into the video and things like that. Before I move forward, I want to say RIP to this beautiful little girl who lost her life to the hands of her own mother, literally. And, you know, it's a lot of different speculations on with the situation, but I'm going to tell y'all what I feel about it, and then we're going to talk about the facts of the case as well. But look, before we move forward, I want to tell everybody out there, I appreciate y'all for being here. I hope that everything is okay with you and your family, and I'm wishing y'all nothing but the best in every aspect of your life. When I say this, I'm strictly talking to those who reciprocate this energy and to those who say the same thing back to me in return. Other than that, let's go ahead and move forward into the situation. So look, London is an 11-year-old girl who actually lost her life the other day to the hands of her mother. Now look, the mother allegedly has been dealing with emotional and mental issues and stuff like that, and she has a long history of doing certain things right. Now a lot of people have a lot of different things to say about the family members. They are wondering what happened, where were they at, why they didn't do this and do that. If you pay attention and listen to what they're saying, they did actually do what they were supposed to do. Normally, you know me, I'm going to get on your ass if you lying, if you playing games, or if I feel like you could have did something. In this situation right here, they tried. They did what they thought was best, and it ultimately ended up not being the best thing for them in this situation. They were basically just stating that a couple of days before that, she was kind of tripping out on Facebook saying certain stuff. But the crazy thing about this whole situation that really got me out of the mental thing, basically, saying that she had mental issues and stuff like that, was she was accusing her daughter of messing with the child's father, which is crazy to me. You know, I get a sense of jealousy. You know, a lot of women are jealous of their daughters, and men be jealous of their son. I can't even call them women and men. People be jealous of their children, and it be like that, you know. And that's where the feelings kick in. That I feel like that even with mental issues and stuff like that, you're not finna do all of this to your kids. There was a certain rage inside of you about something that made you go this far, in my personal opinion. And I ain't here to argue with nobody about nothing. Y'all can say what y'all want to say, but I definitely got that vibe, because she's a beautiful little girl, you know. But ultimately, she got denied bond, and there's a lot more things that I didn't speak on because the video gonna speak for itself. But I want to know y'all thoughts and opinions on this whole situation. Me personally, if you're going to address somebody, you need to address the goddamn daddy about the situations, not the daughter. But they said that she didn't want to get lied to about it, so she was threatening the daughter, doing stuff to the animals. She took some animals' lives in the midst of all of this. It's just a crazy situation. So yeah, you can tell the mental issues is in there somewhere, but ultimately she did what she wanted to do, in my personal opinion. Other than that, I'm gonna put the GoFundMe in the comment section. Let's get into this.
Neighbors remember a young girl found in her Middle River home.
I just didn't know her life was cut short so young.
A neighbor had called in and said that a juvenile was just in the house next door.
Police arrested the girl's mother Thursday night. 34-year-old Kiana Dillon is charged with first-degree strangling her 11-year-old daughter, London.
I have a lot of emotions going right now. I know this sweet child. I've always gave toys to every child on this block, and she's the only one that said thank you.
According to a court charging document, when police tried talking to Dillon, she continued to display erratic behavior, including exclamations about exposing child trans and Proud Boys. Kiana Dillon acted erratically and made statements about groups trying to set her up. Police also found 2 cats, a rabbit, and a dog at the home. Dillon told them it happened during an argument with London. The court record indicates she then admitted that she killed 4 animals to show victim what would happen to her if she didn't tell the truth.
I'm just...
Now look, with that right there, I want to say that it seemed like, you know, she wanted the truth, really, really badly. Like, she felt like it was a lie. And I heard there was some other things that supposedly had made her think this, but I'm not going to get into all of those type of details because we can't say it's factual. But I feel like she should be doing that to the damn daddy, but she probably felt like he wasn't gonna never tell the truth, so she was trying to get it out of her. But why would you take her life for that? You know what I'm saying? That's why I be feeling like it's some jealousy and hatred towards the kid to make you actually do this. But let's get back into it. Let's go.
I'm devastated.
An aunt and uncle tell 11 News for several days, family members called local agencies, including Child Protective Services. They were concerned after Dylan made troubling statements and started acting erratic. They requested a welfare check. They believe it was in the works when London was found dead. During a court hearing, Dylan told a judge, "I'm representing myself. Y'all violated my rights. I am an indigenous sovereign of the land. You collected DNA without my permission. You are violating my rights." When the judge tried to appoint a public defender, Dylan said, "I do not want to be represented by a public defender. I want to represent myself."
The family grieving tonight after 11-year-old London Olson was inside her Baltimore County home. Fox 45's Keith Daniels spoke with the victim's aunt and uncle, who say they reached out several times about London's mother, now her accused. Keith?
Wakai family members say London's mother had moved with the children without giving family members the address, but they say because the mother was on state assistance, authorities knew how to find her. But after a frantic search, they say they're not only dealing with the loss of a loved one, but also, in their words, a failed system. In South Baltimore, a family in mourning for their loved one, 11-year-old London Olson. Her family, including her uncle, Brian Wilson, her father's brother, gathered Monday for funeral arrangements.
It's been tremendously heartbreaking for all of us.
What's more heartbreaking for them, the little girl's mother, 34-year-old Kiana Dillon, arrested and charged with first-degree murder in connection with her daughter's.
Kiana does not belong in prison. Kiana belongs in a mental institution. She was not a bad person. She was definitely not a bad mother.
Both sides of the family speaking out after what they call an unthinkable tragedy filled with
pain. This shouldn't have happened. It's coming from a place of pain, a place of hurt. The system failed. It shouldn't have happened. You know, like.
And they not lying, you know, with the system failing and stuff like that. Basically, you know, she was wanted for years, and they actually didn't try to find her because they said there was a mix-up with the names and stuff like that. But you can see how they're finding illegal immigrants just like that. They found them so quick. So you could have did the same thing, and I'm pretty sure if she would have went through the legal processes in certain instances, then she probably wouldn't have did all of this. Now, it's a woman at the end who basically tried to fault her and other people versus the police station and stuff like that. I'm going to let them get into more of the details. We're going to talk about that in a minute, though. Let's go.
Baltimore County Police found London's body in her family home on Firethorn Road last Thursday. Before that day, in fact, days before, family members say they tried reaching out to local authorities, including Child Protective Services, alarmed, they say, by Dylan's behavior days before.
There was repeated attempts to try to get her some help and get the kids help, and it just came too late.
Their concern escalated, they say, after seeing Dylan's social media posts made early last week, disturbing words from the mother about her daughter, including this one.
You gotta watch the rooftops, man. You gotta watch them. They got the mark of the beast. I'm trying to tell you, and this is how I know. Lift your head up. Show your head. The mark of the beast. They touched my kids.
But we call Child Protective Service, we call adult services. You can't call us, you have to call this, you have to call this agency, you have to call this number, you have to call. Everyone was referring us to other people.
Finally, she says, they reached someone at CPS.
She wanted documented proof.
Proof of what?
Of the things that we were telling her was going on. So she wanted proof, she gave us an email address and emailed her the proof of what was going on. So we did. We tried. Days before. And the day that it happened, we finally got a call back that morning. And when she finally called us back, it was too late.
Kiana was a good mother. And the only explanation for this would be that, you know, she had a mental break. Kiana took care of those kids very well, all of them.
Well, we did reach out to the Department of Human Services for comment on this story. They say because of strict confidentiality laws meant to protect the privacy of children and their families, they simply cannot comment on an open investigation. We're live tonight. Keith Daniels, Fox 45 News.
A Baltimore County community coming together to remember 11-year-old London Wilson. Police say officers found the girl in her home yesterday. Now her mother is facing charges, leaving the community shocked and so very heartbroken.
How could you do that? Like, how could you take your own child? I just don't understand. It's really no words. It's heartbreaking to me and to everybody in the community.
Speechless. I'm going to say speechless. It's a sad situation, and I can't say it will get better because it's not easy. At the end of the day, it was a child.
Thank you for staying with us. I'm Mary Bubala. Fox 45's Rebecca Pryor taking a closer look at this case after the suspect's first court appearance today.
Yeah, speaking with me off camera today, family members tell me that the mother in this case was in the midst of a psychotic breakdown. In court, a judge also ordered that her mental health be evaluated. Now, as you said, the details of this incident, they are very disturbing. However, tonight the family adds, so were the warnings and calls for help that they believe went ignored.
Just a few months ago, captured on a relative's cell phone during their family's Thanksgiving celebrations. 11-year-old London Wilson, dancing, laughing, and full of life. The once carefree moment, now a heart-wrenching memory.
The child should be in the basement.
Thursday, police responding to reports of a child in cardiac arrest. When they arrived at the family's Middle River home, London was found dead in the basement.
Not conscious, not breathing.
The girl's mother, 34-year-old Keona Dillon, now charged with her. According to charging documents, investigators finding bruises on London's neck and arms, as well as around her mouth, nose, and hands. They also found a plastic drain cleaner on the floor that they believe Dillon used to strangle her daughter. When interviewing Dillon, detectives claim she was acting erratically and said groups of people were trying to set her up. She also believed London was in a relationship with the child's father and admitting to 4 of the family's pets to show her daughter what would happen to her if she didn't tell the truth. During Dillon's bail review hearing, the erratic behavior continuing. She demanded to represent herself in court and shouted fictitious law numbers at the judge. After denying bail, the judge appointing Dillon a public attorney and ordering a competency evaluation. Behind the scenes, the victim's aunt speaking out on social media, saying in the days leading up to the incident, Dillon exhibited alarming behavior, such as sharing disoriented and concerning messages on Facebook. The aunt claiming she made numerous calls to local agencies, but was repeatedly rerouted. Maryland's Department of Human Services claiming privacy laws prevent them from commenting on the case, while police claim they never received any calls. However, Dillon's criminal history is extensive. In 2005, when she was just 15 years old, she was convicted of attempted murder. In 2018, convicted of second-degree assault. And in 2021, accused of harassment and threatening to commit arson. The accuser writing in their complaint, Dillon has a very violent past and is still violent. She is a threat to society and a threat to me, my children, and grandchild. Dillon never showing in court, sparking a warrant for her arrest in 2022. Years later, Baltimore County Police never serving it. A police spokesperson claiming no fixed address and a misspelling of the defendant's name delayed the process. Fox 45 following up, asking if 2 years is an acceptable delay, and the police believe they could have done more to protect this child. Those questions going ignored.
Now, another piece of this puzzle, family members tell me that London hasn't been attending school for months now. Today, I reached out to the school system. They say that she isn't a student of Baltimore County Public Schools, and she hasn't been for quite some time now. But when I followed up asking if they could specify how long it's been, I did not hear back.
So it's 2025 right now. So it's been 2 to 3 years since they couldn't actually find her allegedly. They wasn't trying, and that's okay. And everything I'm saying is allegedly. It's okay to say that. It's not okay that they did that. It's okay to just admit that you were wrong, but they'll never do that. We already know it don't take that damn long. If somebody, me or one of us watching this video right now, would have did something like this, basically, I can't even say like this. If we committed a crime, they'll be able to find us really, really quick. You feel me? Now, some people, granted, they be on the run for years on end, but this right here was just unacceptable in my personal opinion. Why the school system ain't trying to make sure that this child is in a school? If you know damn well, hey, she ain't been in here, she been missing this and this and that, why not try to make that right versus moving on with your life like it ain't nothing? But hey, it is what it is, man. I really do hate that everybody failed to in this situation, except for the family, because they tried. I give them that. Let's get back into it.
Baltimore County, Rebecca Pryor, Fox 45 News.
Residents in Middle River are still searching for answers after 11-year-old London Olson was last week inside her home. Her mother was arrested. Police say she strangled her daughter.
It's an innocent child, an innocent life that was snuffed out way too soon. For what? For no reason.
Well, today we're learning more about our mother, Kiana Dillon's criminal history. Fox 45's Rebecca Pryor live digging deeper into the events leading up to the little girl's and questioning what red flags may have gone ignored. Rebecca.
Yeah, Mary, a mother accused of her daughter. Clearly, this incident in and of itself, it's deeply disturbing. But tonight, so are some of the red flags that might have been missed. As the family of 11-year-old London Olson grieve an unimaginable loss, questions remain over what led up to the tragedy.
Y'all just don't even know.
Before she was accused of her own child, 34-year-old Kiana Dillon, convicted of attempted as a teenager, then following her release, convicted of second-degree assault and accused of threatening to burn down her cousin's home. In the complaint from December of 2021, her cousin calling Dillon dangerous and a threat to society. Ultimately, Dillon never showing up to court, triggering an arrest warrant that years later was never served. Police blaming the misspelling of her name and no listed address, although in dispatch audio from the day of the deadly discovery.
Is this the same address you went to earlier?
Yes, that was. The mother we were looking for earlier is 99.
An officer heard giving a 1099, signaling he knew Dillon was wanted.
I knew she was a little off.
Neighbors also claiming this wasn't the first time police had been called to the house.
The cops said that they just got a call 3 or 4 days ago for a SA at this location, but they didn't believe it to be true.
Today, Baltimore County Police requiring Fox 45 file a formal information request for any recent 911 calls and the amount of attempts officers made to reach Dillon, delaying when we'll receive answers. A BPD spokesperson only willing to say contact was not made with the suspect before the homicide occurred. Weighing in,
had that warrant been served, I have no doubt that she would have been out almost immediately. And so that would not have prevented any crime.
Sergeant Betsy Smith with the National Police Association says warrants for low-level offenses are often low priorities for short-staffed police departments.
I would hate to be there and you basically just telling me this baby was hopeless regardless. No matter what could have happened, no matter how we tried to intervene or anything like that, she was still going to lose her life. That's basically what she just said, and I cannot believe that. It's so crazy, bro. Let's get back into it. It's almost over.
She was much more disturbed by the videos of Dillon.
Y'all gave my daughter HIV. On my 11-year-old is running around with HIV.
Posted to social media in the days leading up to the...
People in her friend circle on Facebook were seeing them. Did any of them report them to the police?
Olson's aunt claiming she reported them to the Department of Human Services.
She got receipts, too.
By the time a welfare check arrived, tragically, it was too late. DHS not commenting on the case, citing federal and state privacy laws. Meanwhile, it's also unclear if the school system could have intervened. Unbeknownst to Olson's family, BCPS says she was unenrolled in 2023. BCPS claiming all protocols were followed, but wouldn't say where she went.
This is literally a case of getting lost in the system. This is why bureaucracy doesn't help children.
Tomorrow, the family has planned a public vigil at the home around 6:30 to honor Olsen's life. The details of that and a link to the GoFundMe that they've set up to help pay for funeral costs can be found in this story on our website at foxbaltimore.com. Reporting live, Rebecca Pryor, Fox 40.
That's the end of that situation, man. I just feel like she was filled by multiple people, and to hear her last disheartening statement down there just wasn't right. But me personally, like I said a while ago before, that being a mother, I don't see nobody doing that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you can be mentally unstable and stuff like that, but you got feelings. You know what you're doing ain't right. You can feel certain things. Putting your hands on that baby could have let you know right then and there, this ain't what I should be doing, but she went through with it. But look, I want to know your thoughts and opinions on everything. If you made it to the end of this video, I definitely do appreciate y'all, and I'm going to holler at y'all later on another video. All right.